Everyone, welcome to A-Level Biology Boost. This is my very first video I'm making. I'm going to be mostly making videos on AQA A-Level Biology. However, I know the topics are mostly the same in all other examples as well. However, we're going to focus more on AQA exam techniques and exam questions. Now, today we're going to talk about monomers and polymers. This is the very first topic in your course, and it is a subtopic under the topic called biological molecule. Now I included the specification here. I think because it's very important that we refer back to the specification and we make sure that we covered all the points. Now, if you don't know where is the specification, you can just go on to Google and write AQA level biology specification, and it will give you the full specification. And it's very good study technique to use your specification, and when you're done with topic, go back and see if you covered all those bullet points, because this is what you're going to be tested on. Now, in today's topic, we're going to talk about monomers, polymers, different type of monomers, and how polymers are formed through monomers. Now, monomers are small units, and what they do, lots of monomers, they join together to form a large molecule which is called polymers. You can remember this. So monomers, mono means one, and polymers means poly, so it means a lot. Now, if you look at this here, this is one unit, and this is called monomers. When they join together to form this chain, we form something called polymers. Now we're going to talk about how we form polymers through monomers. You need to know about two types of reactions. The first one is condensation reaction. Condensation reaction when two or more monomers join together to form a polymer. This is done by water. So water is removed. This form a bond between molecules. So right now, we're not going to talk about the bonds, but in future we're going to learn about what type of bonds, because different monomers will form different bonds depending on what biological molecule we're forming. Many monomers, they join to form a polymer chain. Now, if you look at this diagram, we got a monomer and a monomer. Now we're removing the water, and then we form the big chain of polymer. Then we have something called hydrolysis. Hydrolysis is the opposite of condensation. This is when we go back to monomers. So we go back from polymers to monomers. Now, in this, water is added and a bond between monomers is broken. Now you can see in this diagram, this is a full polymer chain. We add a water and this will cause the bond to break, and then we go back into monomers. So we went from polymers to monomers again. Now, this is few monomers of different biological molecules. So we have carbohydrates. In carbohydrates, the monomer is monosaccharides, and we form a polysaccharides. And this is your starch, glycogen, cellulose. Then we have lipids, and lipids, our monomers, they are not true monomers. We're going to discuss about them in the more detail in lipids topic. They form triglycerides, and we still say that they're not true polymers. We will cover this in more detail and discuss why they're not considered monomers. Now, proteins. In proteins, the monomers are amino acids, and we form polypeptides, or we form proteins. And then nucleic acid, we have nucleotides, and they form DNA and RNA. Now, this is the end, because this was a really small topic, but it plays a very important role because you are going to talk about condensation reactions and hydrolysis a lot. I haven't done any exam question for this, but do let me know if you want me to explain in a different way, or if you want me to include more things. That will be really helpful for me. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll meet you for the next video, which will be hopefully on carbohydrates.